Hello everyone, it's Ben Quaife joining you for another program information session. Today, I'm delighted to be hosting registered nurse and practical nursing program coordinator, Patricia Monroe. Patricia, thanks for joining us. Share a little bit about your career and about the program at Loyalist College that you teach in.
Well, thank you for inviting me, and I'm happy to do so. I'm very proud to be a professor in the practical nursing program at Loyalist College as well. I'm the coordinator, and our program is probably, I'm going to be honest, is probably one of the best in Ontario. We love to have anybody join us, and we will put you to work. That is a guarantee.
And one of the things that we've discussed about this program is the amount of hands-on experience that students are going to receive. Can you just give us a little bit of an overview of what a student can expect when they enroll in this program?
Yeah, absolutely. Many times, actually, when we talk to prospective students, one of the things that they really like is that we start clinical very early. So our program is a 5-semester program. In semester 1, you're doing mainly your core courses, but you're already in a simulated hospital lab, which we have at the school. And so that is just like being in clinical. We give you a chance to practice on mannequins and do high fidelity simulations. It's an opportunity to make mistakes in a safe environment. And then second semester, we're going to get right back in, we're going to get right into the hospital. In the hospital, we're going to do some rotations there where you're actually going to be looking after real patients. As well, we're going to be going back to the lab and doing simulations. In third semester, it's very exciting because our students are going to go to an obstetric floor and they're going to go to a surgery floor. And we're quite proud of that because a lot of programs don't have an obstetric placement. In fourth semester, they're going to go to a internal medicine floor and they're going to go to a mental health floor, which we're also very proud of because it's one of the few programs in Ontario that's able to offer those placements. Semester 5 is all placement where you get to be one-on-one with an actual registered practical nurse. And by the time you graduate with us, most hospitals are quite eager to hire you.
Wonderful. That's great insights there. So I've walked through some of the lab spaces that are currently available to practical nursing students, a beautiful newly renovated wing. Could you talk a little bit about the benefits of students being able to train in this particular environment?
One of the things I'd like to mention is that most people know about the airline industry and most pilots train on simulators. And so just like that, we actually have what I would call an experiential learning center where the students can come in and we have what's called high fidelity mannequins. And so those are actual real patients. We have patients all the way from a newborn all the way to an elderly person. In these simulations, we have quite large lab suites where the students are able to actually deliver medications. They're actually able to practice on the mannequin. They're actually able to have a conversation with the mannequin, and we can actually use a voice changer. And so the environment is quite real. We can also have the student have an experience where they're going to look after somebody in the hospital with a condition they might not see all the time. And so they get that opportunity to practice that. And that provides a safe learning environment for them. Our simulation center is, I would call it state of the art. It's beautiful. I invite anybody to come and visit. Probably one of our highlights is that we actually have a real ambulance with the lights and it's all tricked out. And it's actually right in our simulation center.
Patricia, tell me about some of the interprofessional learning opportunities students will experience in the practical nursing program at Loyalist.
What we do is we try to work with all of our different programs as well as our community partners. So we recently did a mass casualty and we went out into the community and we were involved with Quinte West Fire Department. We were involved with CFB Military. We were involved with the paramedic program. We had the practical nursing. We also have other simulations where we involve ourselves with the registered nurse program as well as with the security program. And this gives everybody an opportunity to see what each person would do and what their actual role would be in some of these mock simulations, which is really necessary for graduating.
Well, thanks for that info, Patricia. And I know we were talking off camera about your most recent graduating class and where they found some careers. Could you talk a little bit about that for us?
Oh, I'd be happy to. One of the things that we're quite proud about is our graduating class. Well, actually 100% of them all got the jobs that they wanted. They're getting all the hours they wanted. I've got graduates who are working on the maternity floor. I've got graduates who are working on a mental health floor. I've got graduates that are working in the emerge department, as well as the medicine department and the surgery department. I've got graduates who their dream was to work with the elderly and they're working at the nursing homes. I've actually got a graduate who is working in the correction institution in Millhaven. And all of these have come because they've done their placements. And one of the things that we're told by our community partners is they are quite happy to hire the loyalists, whether it's the nursing grads or the practical nursing grads.
And why do you think that is, Patricia? Why are the community members speaking so highly about the graduates that you're sending them?
That's a great question. I can really only speak to what feedback I get from the different agencies that do hire our grads. And the feedback that we get is that our students, they feel that the professionalism, the critical thinking they're engaged in, the high academics that we offer to these students, the placements that we offer them, they feel that these students are prepared to meet the demands that are out there in the industry. And I know that whenever we ask different agencies, can we put a student with you for placement, they're quite happy to support our students. We also, as faculty, we are highly involved with our students. A lot of us are actually graduates of our Loyalist College. We're extremely proud of Loyalist College, extremely proud to work at Loyalist College. We are, any of our graduates will tell you that to be a graduate of Loyalist College means you are definitely going to go somewhere.
Excellent. Now, I've heard as well that all nursing and practical nursing students take a provincial exam after they graduate. Could you talk to us about how you prepare those students to succeed and maybe some of the past results that you've achieved with your students?
Thank you for asking that question, because that is one of our claims to fame and we're quite proud of that. Yes, so when you go through a nursing program or a practical nursing program, you will take the whole program at a university or a community college, but you're not finished there. At the end of it, you have to write a provincial exam, and it's definitely a high stakes exam. And our graduates, I'm quite happy to report, out of all of our graduates that write it, 100% of them pass that exam. That exam has a cost to it. It also is a badge of honor for all of our students. And so on first write, 100% of them pass that every year. And how we prepare them is that we start right from day one, making sure that they are getting all the knowledge that they need, getting all the experience they need, so that when they go to write that exam, they are ready.
Wonderful. And 100% result rate, that is absolutely outstanding. I think it just speaks volume about the work that you and the faculty members are doing in the program. As we end this info session, Patricia, I wanted to ask you a fun question. That is, what do you love most about Loyalist and the students that you are working with every day?
Thanks for asking that question too. I'm definitely very biased. I'm going to tell you, I love working at Loyalist College. My faculty team, my main faculty team, is very diverse. I work with, I can just say a couple names. I work with Barb Remington, who has a community health background and public health background. I work with Michelle Jarvis, who has a maternity background and young family. I work with Bhavik Patel, who has a mental health background and pediatric background. Myself is mainly medicine. And I think that what I love about it is that we have small classes. We really get to know our students. We're in a beautiful environment. We are right off the 401. We're between Toronto and Ottawa. Any of our students that come here, sometimes people get a little bit nervous about coming to a smaller town, but I would tell you in this situation, small is better. And our students are, number one, we get great students. Number two, they develop wonderful relationships. And many of them, especially ones that come from far away, they end up moving into this community. We're right on the Bay of Quinte. It's just such a beautiful place to work and a beautiful place to live.
And Patricia, something came to my mind. Why would a student graduating from high school want to become a practical nurse?
Oh, that's such a great question. I really feel, and definitely all of our graduates would tell you, what better career to have that every single day that you walk into your job, you leave at the end of the day knowing you made a difference in somebody's life. There is no better feeling. It's a high demand career. It is a wonderful career for both men and for both women. You can go into any field that you want to. And at the end of the day, every single day, you feel amazing and you get to care for people in our community.
I couldn't agree more. And we want to just thank you again for joining us for this info session, Patricia, and providing your insights about the program. If you're interested in applying to the practical nursing program at Loyalist College, shoot us an email at recruiter@loyalistcollege.com if you have questions, or you can apply right now at ontariocolleges.ca. We're covering application fees to Loyalist this month, and that's a $95 value. Wonderful opportunity for you to get your foot in the door of an industry that's in very high demand and work in the state-of-the-art facilities with wonderful facilitators like Patricia. So again, if you have questions, send them to us, comment in the video down below. We're going to answer them as quickly as we can. Make sure that you have the information you need so that you can join us this fall and begin your journey in the program. Patricia, thanks again for joining us.
Oh, you're welcome.